These are the things that we require for making pineapple fresh cream cake. Those are 3 eggs, a can of pineapple and fresh cream, 1 cup plain flour, 3/4 cup sugar, 1 teaspoon baking powder, and 2 tablespoons water. This is the equipment needed for making the cake. We've separated the egg white from the egg yolk, and now we're going to add half of the sugar into the yolk. Now we're going to beat and mix the egg yolk with the sugar. Mix it till it becomes all creamy. As the yolk has become a bit stiff, we're going to add those 2 tablespoons of water and mix it again till it becomes all creamy and the sugar has dissolved. The egg yolk seems to be ready. The one thing that I forgot to mention earlier with the ingredients is that we need to have vanilla. If you want to use fresh vanilla, then half a stick of fresh vanilla, otherwise a teaspoon of vanilla essence. Well, I've added the vanilla extract and I'm going to mix it now. The egg yolk mixture is ready now. Now we're going to work on the egg whites, and we will beat the egg whites till they are all fluffy and stiff. Check whether the egg white is ready is to kind of flip it around. If it doesn't fall, that means it's ready. Now we're going to add the remaining sugar into the egg white and mix it with a spatula. And just keep it in your mind that you're supposed to fold it in. Don't beat it or mix it, just fold it. Now we've done mixing the egg white with the sugar. Now we will add the egg yolk mixture and fold that in as well. Now we're going to mix the dry ingredients, a tablespoon of baking powder with the flour. We mix it well. And then we will add it to the mixture and fold it in again. Now we're going to add the flour little by little so that it doesn't make lumps and it folds it well. Keep folding it in till you finish mixing the whole flour into the egg. At 180 degrees Celsius. There it is. And we will preheat for 10 minutes at least. Well, another thing that I forgot to mention earlier is the cake tin. Yeah, you need to prepare it by putting some oil and spreading it around with a tissue paper or the brush that you get, and sprinkle in a tablespoon of flour and spread it around. Shake it like this and cover the entire tin, and you can take out the remaining flour back in the cup. And we will take the mixture and put it in the tin and spread it nicely. Now we will take the mixture and put it in the oven for 20 minutes or till the cake is ready. Well, I've taken out the cake, and for those who don't know much about baking, if you want to check whether the cake is ready or not, just take a little bit of it out of the oven and poke it with a wooden skewer. If it comes out clean, like this one, it's alright, but if it's wet, that means it's not done properly as yet, and it needs to stay in the oven for a little more time. So our cake is ready, and I'm just keeping it out for a few minutes so that it can cool down, and we can take it out of the tin and put it on the cooling rack. I've taken the cake out and we've put it on the cooling rack for a little time, and while it's cooling on the rack, we will prepare the whipped cream. And this is half a liter, 38% fat cream. And what I generally do is I just use half of it first, and then when we need more, we mix it after that. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar to add some sweetness to the cream. And I'm going to mix it. I've beat the cream till it's become all fluffy and whipped. Now I will put, as I've taken the pineapple out of the can, and the reason I use the can is because of the syrup. It's really good, and this is what I use for putting on the sponge cake, which gives flavor. Just cover the entire cake with the syrup. It should be all syrupy. So when you eat it, you can taste the pineapple flavor in the sponge. Don't worry, it won't become all watery or bad because it kind of absorbs it and tastes amazing. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other sponge cake. Now we will take the cream and put it on the cake. I think that should be enough. And kind of flatten it out with the spatula and spread it around. Just roughly spread it. There you have it. And now we're going to sprinkle some of the pineapples onto the cake. Just a few bits and pieces of pineapples here and there. So when you slice the cake, you can eat the chunks. Now we spread the cream onto the other part of the slice of cake, which we will place on top of the other one that we had just prepared. Just roughly spread it around, it doesn't matter, because this will be the inside Now I'm going to take the cake and I'm going to put it on top of that one. And again, I added 2 tablespoons of sugar in it to add some sweet flavor. Now we're going to flatten it out and spread it on the whole cake. Here I've just finished applying the cream on it, icing the cake. Now we're going to just put some pineapples on top and decorate the cake. Well, there, the cake is decorated. And if you would like to learn some more recipes, then please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment if you would like to share something. And this cake is specially dedicated to my mom. Hope you like it, Mom, and everybody.